with Fanout, here with Brian and Colby. We're here to watch the Falcon and Winter Soldier. Episode 6, the finale. We're all excited, ready to record our reactions and get the show on the road.
Hell yeah. Looking forward to it. Last episode was pretty dope and left, I feel like, on a bit of a cliffhanger. So I think we're in for a ride tonight.
Yeah, I just excited to get it going. Let's get started. Ready, Brian?
Whenever you are.
A few moments later.
Let me tell you about my best friend.
Well,
damn, that was awesome.
That was way better than I hoped for, dude. I mean, I don't even know what to say.
Hell yeah, it was.
I still am in shock about the John Walker turnaround, but it was perfect. I loved it.
I'm just super excited that they were able to basically make a badass TV series in 6 episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's wait till after the credits to get into it. But I think one of the after credits is gonna. I don't know if that came across.
I
think lightning bolt, thunderbolt.
maybe more like that. Not.
I think there's just one.
Brian's over here building the stairway to heaven.
I'm kind of skimming through it right now. I think there's just one, and it's about 2 minutes from now.
Don't ruin it. Shut up.
Just let it play. Fuck, that was good.
Yeah, that was.
Dude, that was really good. Even the fighting, like all the fighting scenes were really, well done. Especially with.
I can't think of a
Sam's new wings and shit.
I can't think of a single con with that episode. That was frame perfect for me.
So good.
This music is awesome. Has this
director done anything else, like with Marvel and stuff?
I don't think so.
I don't even know who the director is, honestly.
I don't think so.
They did a badass job, like through the whole damn series.
Yeah.
A few moments later.
The one downfall that I could say that I didn't really care for is when they killed off George St. Pierre. Like, he made it through the entire series, and like the last 20 minutes of the movie, they kill him. He's over there shooting rocket launchers of smoke.
I don't think he was that good of a character.
I liked him.
So I'm assuming that's it.
Yeah, that's it. It's all the other languages and stuff. That was incredible.
Yeah, it was really good. Really, really well done. Yeah.
Let me open my beer. Let me
make sure here. Yeah, we're recording, so we can.
Not that he's watching, but shout out to my boy Red Eye, helping me get drunk like you always do. Man, look at this. This video brought to you by Roxy the Raincore. That was the best episode of the season.
I mean, yeah, hands down.
By far. It had everything I wanted. It had, first of all, of course, Power Broker finally comes to light. My prediction has been right since the Madripoor episode, so that felt great. Yeah.
Congratulations, it was a 1 out of 7.
Yes, oh, that's sick. Hell yeah!
Oh shit!
Oh my god, dude!
Oh, that's dope!
Yeah, that's sick.
Fucking dope.
It's like the perfect combination.
Yeah,
I got chill bumps.
Me too. Yeah.
7 chance, the costume. Yeah, the costume was badass. Like
it's not a costume, sir. It is a uniform.
His armor was badass. Yeah, we were talking about predictions before on what we thought it'd look like on whether it'd be red, white, and blue or something different. And it's not what I thought it was going to be, but I wouldn't change anything.
No,
it is
super sick.
It is mint. It is among the best costumes that Marvel's put out in any of their stuff. Whatever.
And I liked how it lent itself towards his comic costume a little bit, where the the neck piece kind of comes up and like his head is is open. It was really cool looking.
Yeah, and it's actually like I feel like a lot of superhero uniforms, costumes, armor, whatever, whenever it gets brought to screen, a lot of times the realistic version doesn't always do the comic version justice.
Sure.
And this is one of the few instances where it is way better than what the comic portrayal is. Like they took that, which is awesome in the comics. There's nothing wrong with it, but they made it even better than what it was. And Anthony Mackie, man, that speech at the end.
Yeah, that was a Captain America speech.
That whole dialogue was like it felt like it was 10 minutes. But like not because it was boring, but because the entire thing was like
and we were just silent the entire time and just like listening like, "Oh my god, I didn't even want to talk during this. I want to hear every word of this."
Yeah, like as a work of fiction it's great, but it parallels to like so many real world issues.
Oh yeah, there was definitely an underlining meaning,
Oh yeah, but like it really strikes home with how 2021 is in general right now. So it was really good. I also, I'll hold off on that, but I said season 1 for a reason.
So how long do you think before, the new Captain America shirts are going to be out in apparel?
Next week, knowing Disney.
Yeah. They probably already like are shipping them to places now,
No.
But earlier I mentioned, speaking of season 2, I sent you guys a text and I was like, I have a theory on why they only are listing Falcon and Winter Soldier for one season. I think they're going to change the name of the show. I think it's going to be Captain America and Winter Soldier for season 2, because that's how they're going to get around the whole, like, it's not really a misdirect. It's just, it's going to be a different show, I think.
Well, so I forget if it's the Academy Awards or Oscars, whatever the hell's coming up, but WandaVision was submitted as a miniseries. I saw that.
Yeah.
Falcon and Winter Soldier was submitted as an ongoing series.
A drama series,
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So that was people's little hint, like, maybe they're going to keep it going, because they haven't really said definitively either way. They just said this is,
And there was some breaking news. I didn't read it because I didn't want potential spoilers, but I saw on my newsfeed some breaking news of Captain America 4.
I saw that too, but I saw the headline, but I didn't read it. So
yeah, I didn't want any spoilers, so I didn't open it, but there may be another movie coming out.
Jeff,
I'm down.
What did you think just overall?
Oh, badass. Like it was like I was really impressed with WandaVision, and that had definitely mixed reviews from what I had saw. But I really enjoyed it. This one was I enjoyed it more.
This show felt more complete.
Yeah. So
it was so from beginning to end, you never lost sight of, what was going on, where the Captain America and Bucky and them,
the direction of the journey they were on was consistent.
Like it every episode you're like, damn, that was badass, Now with WandaVision, it was more like, well, maybe the next episode would be a little better. And I still enjoyed it, but just this one was just totally different. Like from beginning to end, it was action packed. It was like watching 6 movies.
WandaVision had a series pacing issue where the first 2 episodes moved slower than the rest of the series.
Yeah.
So it was slower to get into the kind of the main idea of the show.
But yeah, Sam as Captain America, and I know this is going to be, I honestly believe a lot of people aren't going to like it because he is black. I mean, I'm just going to throw that out there. And a lot of white.
I mean, they addressed that in the show. Like that's a big social issue that would absolutely happen in real life.
But I am so for it. He's
sure,
awesome. He does a good job. He's not. I don't know. It's just he's not like just any black guy they picked and said, okay, well now this is the way we're going. We're making you the new Captain America. Like Sam's been there. He knows what the deal is. And I think he's going to do an amazing job.
And to those people, right? Like because there's people of all kinds of ethnicities that don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
There's people that love it, but to those people, I say, to be an American. It doesn't matter. All that matters is you're American.
Yep.
And Captain America can be anybody that is American.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
That's
for
what
sure.
he is.
Yeah, and it's. I mean, it's gonna sound cliche, but I mean, like, you don't choose to be Captain America. Captain America chooses you. You know, and that's
Yeah.
kind of
And
like,
literally,
yeah,
in this case.
right. And can we just talk about how much Disney Plus is absolutely just killing it with their original content? I mean,
Oh yeah, man.
Mandalorian is incredible. I never thought Star Wars would be good again, and
Dude.
like WandaVision, I really enjoyed. I really loved the middle episodes of WandaVision.
Yeah.
I was a little let down by the finale, but still overall great. This
It
show,
felt like they rushed it, like they were like,
Yeah.
oh, we can't.
It was a show that
forever.
needed another like 4 episodes.
Yeah.
this show,
Whatever.
Falcon and Winter Soldier is a smaller story that they can use to sort of springboard to the next season, and
Yeah.
I just really loved this show. That there's not any episodes that I would not like watch again and just really enjoy. This last
So-
episode, this finale was way better than I was expecting. Not
And
that
I know you really didn't care for Walker, but I really like.
I do too.
Like-
And I know his character.
Yeah.
I know he's supposed
See, I didn't know who the hell the U.S. agent is, but just him as being, just to see what he went through. He's military, always played by the rules, and then he took this shot and it fucked him up.
Yeah.
So he needed time to redeem himself, and I thought they did a good job. I'm glad they're going to continue on with him.
The best way I could describe this particular episode is this was the exclamation point on
Yep.
the end of the sentence that said Falcon is Captain America.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
there's no doubt about it.
Marvel's not done.
Yeah.
Like Marvel's not done. Captain America, like if you consider all the people around him, Thor, Hulk, Iron Man, like a lot of people think of him as being boring, right? But he's always been the center of the Avengers.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
him and Tony.
he's the heart of the Avengers. Absolutely.
No.
And I think that this episode just established that our new Captain America and Sam is going to be the heart of Marvel moving forward.
And I really like the fact that they just sort of did it off screen, where he was like, "Okay, I'm Cap now. I'm not messing around anymore." Like, first scene, bam. It was cool to see that reveal like that.
Yeah, and plus Bucky, like the whole time's like he wanted you to be Captain America. He gave
he was pushing Sam to realize, look, you can do this. You need to stop doubting yourself.
One of the most rewarding moments in this episode was after his speech. He said, "Good job, Cap."
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he knew it all along. He knew that he should.
He was just
gotta
waiting for him to
step
get
up
there
and do what you're supposed to be done.
Yeah. So, anything you want to add, Colby, on that before we go into future talk?
No, I mean, you guys summed it up really well. Just an amazing episode. They tied up every loose end, and introduced enough new things, with Val and Power Broker. And I'm interested to see if they're going to kind of compete against each other, work together. I don't know. The possibilities are just ridiculous.
Yeah. So let's talk about the Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
Which, Jeff, I know you have no idea what we're talking about. So, the Suicide Squad in the DC universe, right? So that's like the closest equivalent to what the Thunderbolts are in Marvel.
Yeah, they're like an anti-hero Avengers type of team.
Misfits.
More of
What's up?
Like a bunch of misfits.
Yeah, sort of.
Yeah, more of like an anti-hero.
They're good guys that are. Yeah, exactly. Like they're good guys that are bad guys.
Okay.
If that makes sense. They're bad guys doing good.
Gotcha.
So I think that they are setting that storyline up. I don't know what that's going to take shape as far as if that's going to be movies or shows or otherwise, but we've got US Agent, right? He's
Zemo.
Yeah, we got Zemo. They're going to both be at the raft. Zemo smiled at the end. Like
he's going to make some phone calls somehow.
He's been milking all of this between
Oh.
him and Power Broker, this has all been
all of
one
this stuff has
big
been
giant plan.
yeah, all this stuff is going exactly to the way that he wants it to.
And then we know like the last place we saw Thaddeus Ross, which if you don't remember is the general from the Hulk storyline, where
Okay,
like the father of the love interest.
You're right.
He's the Secretary of Defense now, or State. I can't remember, but he's in Civil War, and he's moved his way up in the government.
Yeah, so I think the last time we were at the raft, he was there kind of like with some of the Avengers as prisoners, but in the Marvel lore, he becomes the Red Hulk.
Okay.
But he is still like kind of how Hulk is now in the Avengers. Like he's still sentient and can talk to people and stuff.
Yeah.
But he has some slightly different abilities from the Hulk. But who else is in the Thunderbolts? I know they have a lot of rotating team members. But...
It's just like the Avengers. Anybody who's ever been in Marvel is in one of those two teams at some point, you know. So it's yeah.
I think Wolverine's even been in it.
I'm sure.
I know Deadpool's been in it.
Yeah, Deadpool kind of comes and goes and all that stuff. And Ross basically puts the team together.
What's his name? Puck?
Yeah.
Puck was a good Canadian hero. But I'm curious to see if they actually, it looks like they're going to move forward with that in some shape or form. So the question is, will they get a sort of a Suicide Squad movie where they are bad guys teaming up to stop something, or are they going to actually be clashing with the new Avengers in some way?
Well, this iteration of Zemo has made it very clear that he does not want superheroes to exist in any form. So I feel like he tried to kill them from within, and it kind of worked in Civil War, but ultimately they're still around. So I think he's going to use this team to just, try to get rid of the Avengers once and for all. So I think they're going to be against them. We'll see. I mean, it could be really cool if some of the characters kind of like not play both sides, but if they kind of maybe like go back and forth, like I could totally see, like if Black Widow were still around, like I could totally see her like going to the Thunderbolts because, she's sort of on that gray, neutral area,
like on the fence.
Yeah.
Now I wonder if they will actually be what draws the new Avengers to form.
I still think Kang is gonna be that whole thing, Kang the Conqueror, and we don't have time to get into that right now. He's a Thanos level villain in Marvel for sure. I'm excited. To see
literally time to get into that.
Yeah, true.
I'm
still just trying to like calm down from that finale, dude. Like I'm just like my heart's still racing, dude.
Yeah, so good.
So
I just hope, like, with everything going on in America and the racial tension, that a lot of people don't get too, pushed away from, the issues going on.
I hope they learn something.
Yeah, because they get some perspective. It's definitely, open your mind up and listen to people, like even if you don't agree with somebody or agree with something that someone's saying, at least listen. Maybe you might pull something out of there and put yourself in their position just to open your eyes and say, you know what, that is kind of fucked up. If I was in that position, I would feel this way. Or, I just hope that people don't look away from this because the issues they bring up, because they do, and they do it on purpose. I enjoy it. I like it.
Yeah. And they did a good job.
It wasn't all about the social issues that's going on, but it's still important, and people need to listen.
Yeah, you can't pretend the issues don't exist. You can't just put your head in the sand and think they're going to go away. You've got to address them. I know a lot of people don't like talking about race and stuff, but there's nothing wrong with that. Like you've got to be able to talk about that. That's how we grow and we move on. And like you said, if we are all humans. I don't care what color you are, what religion you believe in. We are human beings, and you should care about each other. Absolutely.
Across the board.
Yeah. We're one big pack. So on a more lighthearted note, I don't know how you guys felt after Infinity War Part 2 when that movie was over. Yeah, Endgame, sorry.
When they brought the new Avengers out and he said, y'all are the new Avengers?
No.
Or the new recruits or whatever he said at the end?
Well, not even that. Like when that when Endgame was over, I was like, "This is it. Marvel can't do anything better."
No,
than what
I
we've
never
seen
believe,
so
I
far.
never
I
believed
agree.
that. I never believed that myself. I was like, oh, man, they are just now getting started because they have proven that like at what is it, 12 years now? You know, they've been doing it, and it's like,
Yeah, but you got to
They're-
think for 12 years we've had the same characters.
oh,
that
I
we've
know.
watched
Yeah.
in
Oh yeah, they're
development,
gonna. It's all gonna get like new characters and new stories and stuff. But I mean, like,
Yeah.
I don't think superhero fatigue is going to apply here because Marvel has proven that like even their bad movies are still really entertaining. I mean, they are.
Yeah. And plus the
Well,
Disney
yeah.
Plus stuff, like what we're just
Yeah.
doing.
Well,
right
that was going to be my
This is
point.
great.
Is they like I was doubting their future after that movie. I
Yeah.
was like, we just
see
lost
it.
so many characters that like
How can it
were
go on without
carrying
Iron
Marvel
Man?
on
Yeah.
their shoulders.
Yeah.
Right. And I was like, this is probably it. From here, we're going downhill. Especially when I saw the Black Widow trailers, I was like, this is the best we got.
Yeah.
This show just completely 180'd
Yep.
my opinion, and I feel like they're just getting started.
Well, just and WandaVision too. You know, like it was.
Yeah.
They're if they can continue to go at it this way, making little mini series and just giving backstories on these, especially the new characters that are coming in.
But they
You know,
invested
like-
more in the show than they do in a
Oh
movie.
yeah, absolutely. And I think they're going around about it the right way. Like for me with John Walker, like if they came out with a movie next year and he's the feature, which isn't going to happen, I would go see
Yeah.
it because I liked him in this series.
Yeah.
What
What they've done is basically just made like their version of like the Snyder Cut, like 6 episodes. They released them
Yeah.
separately instead of all together. But like we've basically watched a 4.5 hour film essentially.
movie, yeah.
And it's like you never would have gotten this character development. Like Sam's sister never would have been in any of the movies,
Yeah.
and all that stuff.
You
Like
would
they
know his
they
backstory.
they
like
just
that.
wouldn't have time for it. But this is like this you get to know these characters. Like Scarlet Witch in WandaVision is straight up like one of the most powerful people in the entire MCU now. I don't know if you guys noticed this at the very end. You've seen all of them, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
The very end, she's off in some Sokovian like castle or cabin or whatever.
Yeah.
Her like soul or body is walking around, and then in the other room, she's like reading the Darkhold like it's a separate like part of her. Doctor Strange can't even do that. Every time his soul leaves his body falls down. Like he can only be in one place at once. She can do it twice. Like that's nuts.
Well, she's part of his next movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So are her 2 sons.
Yeah, I think they're setting her up to be like a quasi villain for that film. It's going to be good.
Well, I mean, she if I remember correctly, she is one of the few Omega level mutants,
Yep.
like in the original X-Men storyline.
Yeah, she's insane.
Well, now that you mention that, the guy that played her brother, was her
is her
fake
dad?
brother.
Yeah, is her dad in the comics? Yeah,
Yeah,
It's
well,
crazy.
I didn't know that, but I'm saying he played as what's his face in the movie.
no,
X-Men.
sorry, I said
Fast.
dad. I said dad. I meant brother. Yeah, because like
That's her brother.
yeah, Evan Peters in the Fox X-Men universe plays Quicksilver, who is her brother in Marvel, and they are the son and daughter. They're the son and daughter of Magneto.
Magneto is
That's
her dad.
that's the crazier part.
What?
Yeah,
Magneto is her
Magneto's
dad.
their dad. Yeah,
Fuck.
Yeah, it's nuts.
That's why I say, like,
Is-
Magneto is another Omega level mutant.
Yeah.
And
So
she is too.
are they slow? Do you think they're slowly crossing over?
they
X-Men?
are. They're going too soon.
Marvel?
Yeah, not super soon, but I mean like Kevin Feige.
I
like,
wish they would have done that with Hugh Jackman. It still is.
last
as
year
Wolverine.
Kevin Feige said, look, I've always got a 5-year plan. We just now got Fantastic Four, X-Men. We just got all these new properties. I'm going to take my time. I'm not going to just like, hey, a wild X-Men
Rush it.
appears, like they're going to bring him in naturally. And I've got ultimate faith. And like Kevin Feige, dude, it's like cruise control now. I mean, they're just like, they put the show together during COVID, and they had to cut out all the subplot with the vaccine and the Flag Smashers, and like you barely even notice it. Like it just works.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there was only like one episode where I felt like the storyline was kind of weak out of all of these. And it wasn't necessarily weak. It's just like that episode felt like it resolved so much that I forgot the Flag Smashers existed.
Yeah, last episode. Episode 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the calm
Yeah, and
before
then
the
I was like,
storm,
oh yeah, I forgot.
Okay, yeah,
about them.
they're a thing.
Yeah.
They didn't die.
But hell yeah, I think this was awesome. I want to see more of Captain America and Winter Soldier.
And we
Yep.
would love to keep talking and keep going, but it's late.
Yeah,
and
we got to
we've
wrap it
got
up.
Stuff to do.
Yeah. Well, I guess in closing, keep a lookout. We'll be posting some stuff for the new Mortal Kombat movie soon. Go
Oh my
watch
God, I
our
can't
reaction video if you haven't yet. And yeah,
And
like
that reaction video was funny as hell while we were filming
yeah,
it.
we've got a lot of bloopers that Colby won't let us
We
post, but
do not-
someday they'll make it.
There's no bloopers.
It was
Maybe-
hilarious.
When we hit 100 subscribers, maybe.
The thumbnail for that video is us laughing at Colby, which isn't in the clip that we show, but you can see how hard we're laughing.
Hey, I'm
That's
playing
all.
you off now.
But yeah,
I'm playing the music to get off the stage. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, no. Like, subscribe, share with your friends, leave us some comments and feedback. Later.
And out.